Hello, and welcome to Jarviskjir Rock of the North. A little late, because Zoom threatened to evict us from the call, because it just didn't recognize that we have like a pro account. It's like a company account. I couldn't do anything about it. I was talking to Will, like, excuse me, what's happening? And there was a big timer that was counting down. But what was better than the big timer was the even better message being, it is now resolved. Like, that was great. So we've already had a little adventure over here behind the scenes. So now we can have a different adventure deep beneath the earth. Yeah, I mean, I'm at least not... That's at least not an interesting technical issue at the very least. So, last session, you guys defeated the coal giant set up from below the earth to attack the Fey Forge of Fafamel. You decided to just go down the hole they made, and then decided to blow up some rocks, which nearly killed Adelhard. Very nearly killed Adelhard, to the point that AJ isn't here today, but AJ was like, you know, I feel the need to prepare a backup character. I'm like, okay. It's like, that's how badly Adelhard was injured. On the way, you abandoned Sabriel upstairs, and were like, oh, finally, don't have to deal with that old man anymore. And kept on going downstairs, where you met Lord Poddy Cinderbottom, a fire elemental basically enchained to a cooking pot being used by the giants, that of course you immediately took with you. And after that, found this citadel, this ziggurat of... There's apparently a fire giant tomb of Ember's Rest, according to the engraving at the front, sitting in a underground cavern above a pool of lava. Or magma. I don't remember which one's which, but they're the same thing. And we've grown beyond being petty about it. A lot of you kind of wandered in while people were sneaking. People snuck up upon by Cinder, who is a rabbit fae of some kind, who is, I think, like, here to help. Was pretty much all the convincing people needed, pretty much. There wasn't much convincing. I mean, I guess when you're down here and someone's not a giant or a fire lizard, you can kind of work out what their alignment is. You haven't really seen anyone down here. You briefly looked inside and then climbed up into one of the gatehouses, climbing up these large basalt stairways built for both giants and the little fire lizards that seem to serve the giants, and it's empty. And even from on top of the gatehouse, looking out of its windows, the fortress town tomb thing appears pretty empty. From up here, a lot of you can see streets. You can see channels of magma, usually through the middle of the street, almost like tram lines. It's very similar to that. Not that any of you have seen a tram before, but don't worry about it. Doesn't seem to be buildings or houses. It looks like they're just broad streets. Occasionally the streets go off into a second story, which would be, of course, very much higher. Everything is built for the giants, or the with kind of space made for the lizards as well. And that second story seems to be another series of walkways that are thinner than the main ones. There are the occasional structure. There is, of course, a big, cool, fortressy deal in the middle. It's almost like a incredibly barbed conical structure in the middle that touches the top of the cavern. And then there are other places as well. There's an area that seems to look very much like a temple, based on just kind of the structure and things, where smoke rises. There is what looks to be a much more ramshackle sort of camp area as well. There are spots of interest the longer you look over this citadel. From pretty much above, the gatehouses go up pretty high. And there is also a roving green mist that you've seen. On the other side of the fortress right now, in the streets, rolling through as if being moved by something. And that's what you guys see as you start today.
What is our plan?
I don't know. I kind of saw there'd be other people around here, you know? Still kind of a lot quieter than I thought it would be.
Yeah, a little too quiet. Well, bless you.
Thank you. I used the rabbit fur.
Did you know that if you sneeze 3 times, it's a demon?
I've already sneezed twice.
Is that true?
Only if you say its name backwards at the same time.
He gets it.
What if there's a demon whose name backwards just sounds like a sneeze?
Then I'd be careful about sneezing.
And before Snow dies from trying to hold in a
that would be a good way to die. It just disappears. Just what?
Well, I not to brag, and the little lizard dog thing can confirm this, but I am extra sneaky, so maybe I can sneak ahead a little bit and see if there's anything spooky. I don't know what you call spooky here, because spooky at home is way different than spooky here, but I can see if I can find anything that's not supposed to be here.
That would work.
Yes, if you feel you can do that.
Her feet don't make a sound as she's like moving, because fluffy rabbit feet.
Question is, which direction are you guys going?
We were like up on the wall looking down, right?
Yeah, you've climbed up basically the inside of a gatehouse.
Yeah.
So you are kind of on the walls. You could easily get on the inside of the walls if you wanted to, which are designed to be like defended. There's, arrow slits. You've climbed multiple stories, so it's probably 90 feet right now. But then the walls go down to a dip and then magma. So you just don't want to fall off. Pretty much.
Does there seem to be some sort of noticeable like patrol that's going back and forth, or anybody that might spot us in a matter of time?
You can give me a perception check.
Okay. Better than average.
You can't make out any kind of peoples from up here. You're actually, just because of the strange flat shapes of the walls that border the streets, which occasionally have kind of almost like pigeon spikes on them, but like much larger. It's very hard to see any peoples. You imagine if you could see a giant. If there were any giants walking around, you'd probably be able to see them. Although the coal giants that you thought were quite a squat, so maybe some of them would be sneaking around. But like a big giant, like the one you saw that was an illusion, you think you'd probably be able to see it if they were lurking around.
So she went off into the. Did you like jump off? Where did you go?
That's what I'm asking right now. Yeah,
okay.
She's going to lead wherever you go. Where do you go? There does appear to be a sort of almost like temple area, and then there's the middle, and then there does appear to be a bit of a camp, and then there's just the streets, which you haven't really looked into either, which are strange because there's no buildings, there's just walls, but the walls are of course big.
Streets are what?
Streets or camp.
I think we should check into the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
let's
you
go
s-
for the streets.
You said that there was like a green like mist.
Mm-hmm. You can't seem to see
There's
it
one.
anymore. It seems that whatever it was is now behind another structure.
Okay. Yeah, Snow is gonna mention that we should watch out for whatever that is. But I guess if we're down in the streets, we might not see it come until it comes around the corner.
Cinder's gonna rummage around in her bag. And you hear like a squeak. She pulls out this little orb of light and lets it go.
What is that?
It's a little wisp that she kept in her bag. Her arm went really far down into her bag too.
Does the wisp start like flying around? The wisp starts flying around above us or something?
Among us?
Among us.
Among us?
Will that wisp watch over us?
No.
Will it be?
There's your answer.
Maybe so. If I sneak ahead, yes. Squeaks. I don't know what its name is. I just call it Squeaks because that's what it does. But Squeaks can stay with you guys.
Squeaks. Does it speak, or does it just squeak?
I will leave that to Ollie.
Right now, it's just, in the classic, Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask, where the fairies were just PNGs, that are a circle of light. That's what this wisp is. It probably leaves a bit of a trail, but it's just a circle of light right now. It's not even a fairy, where it's like, oh, if you look, there's, like, it's just a light that flies around. Yeah, and it's kind of that kind of crystally green color that's the same color as Cinder's amulet.
Okay.
I guess it would just sort of start flying around the lot of you in a very drunken circle.
Well, that's a unique critter.
I don't know. I just found it one day and put it in my bag.
I don't think I've ever seen one before.
I didn't know you could just grab these things and put them in your bag. I mean, I don't know what these things are, but...
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead now. So Squeaks can stay here and follow where I'm going, because I think Squeaks knows where I'm at most of the time. Maybe. Sometimes. I don't know. But Squeaks can lead you to me if we get separated where you can't see me anymore, which might actually happen because I'm actually kind of sneaky in the shadows. So you might lose sight of me, but Squeaks should be able to tell you where I am.
Squeaks, my name is Snow. Nice to meet you.
Just keeps on moving. It doesn't even
I'm
stop
Pete.
when you're talking at it.
Sir Benson! Oh, okay, you're gone.
It gets really interested in a lantern on the wall for a bit. It's still within 10 feet, but it's just you can't tell where it's looking. It's an orb. But it's just there now, for now. It doesn't make a noise either. It's just air.
So what is the easiest way to the streets from here?
Just down. Just
Yeah, I'm
entering.
assuming down the
down
way
the stairs.
we came, basically. Yeah.
All
Do
right.
you want me to make a stealth/perception check?
Yeah, do both. Stealth is the more important on perception. You might, be able to get more information and get back to this party or whatever.
It is low light down here, right?
Yeah, I would say pretty much the whole place is low light. The ambient magma channels and things cause enough light that it's not dark, but also no any lanterns and lamp lights are just not lit. So
Okay.
okay, that's perfect.
Also, my primeval or my favorite enemy, I put Fae and dragons.
Yep. That makes sense. Well, the stealth roll ain't great. I'll tell you that for sure. But you can see forever. So you head off ahead, and it's not like Cinder said, where it's like you can't see where she went. Because actually, there's not... unless you wanted to start walking in the little grooves the magma channel makes, it would be very hard to completely hide. But, you know, you're a good ways ahead, a good like 120 feet ahead, and the streets are very wide and very big. So the point that, even ignoring the trail of magma in the middle, that's very organized, very straight, and it's not like magma is cooled or anything, it's just constantly churning. There's plenty of room to walk either side of the streets. There are archways either side of the streets, mostly on the higher level. Most of the streets have little areas that go up a floor. For giants, this is pretty much 2 stories for a regular person building. And then there are these archways. The archways are around 18 foot tall, and they're very gloomy. There's a rune engraved on the top of each archway. Other than that, there is not a huge amount of deliberate artistry here. It's very much similar to something like the Deep Dwarves, where it's like, well, the geometricness is the art, you know? And you can't work out a lot of, like, there's no signage. And if there was, it would be in giant. The runes might mean something. Those little archways do appear to lead places. It looks like they only go, like, maybe 30 feet or so deep, and there's something in there, and that's where it gets to complete darkness that your eyes can't work out very well, Cinder. But, like, just from the street, you can kind of work out the archways. You're like, okay, something's going on in all of that. On top of that, it's still really humid, which is weird. Even to Cinder, who lives in a realm of different realities and different physics, you know, it is weird how humid it is here because of how hot it is. It's almost tropical, which, you know, Cinder, you've been all kinds of places in the Fey realm. You would expect this to be a lot drier, you know, being the inside of a volcano. But it's very humid everywhere, almost cloyingly so. But which makes the heat very unpleasant. You don't see, however, any fire lizards or giants or whatever's creating that mist in this area of streets you're traveling towards. So if you want to kind of like usher the party that it's safe to go in more and investigate, you can do so.
Yeah, she'll do that. Also, the humidity's probably got her like going like poof.
Yeah.
I figured it out. We're in Florida. The worst place possible.
Sounds like Kentucky too, though.
We could have the Dark Souls. Florida.
Florida.
I'm just waiting for the boss health bar to show up. And it's Florida man. Or an alligator with a banjo.
The meth king.
Yo, I should give this guy the ancient sword of the Meth King. That thing would really fit a fire giant.
Cinder will usher them in, point out to the one place that looked like something was going on deep down, but it's too dark.
It's not one place, that's every archway you can see. And there are 4 either side of the street on the upper level. Right now, just like the area of the street you're in, and then it turns.
I missed it. Sorry. Are there stairs up to the other level, or is it just kind of like?
Yeah, there's stairs. These stairs are intended for giants, though, so it's a clamber.
Okay.
It's not like the other stairs where there's a little area for the little guys. They must not go up that way, or if they do, they use another route. There are areas where the magma channels go down largely, so maybe they swim up like a salmon. Who knows?
I'm just imagining Florida man swimming up a magma channel.
Snow would say that we should go look in one of these like places.
We need to see what we're dealing with, and maybe we can talk to some of these folk and find out what their civilization is about.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe there's a giant I could talk to in one of these places.
So which one?
There are 8. 4 on one side of the street, 4 on the other, all on the upper level.
Snow will just like point to the closest one.
May as well start somewhere.
Good a search as any.
What, Ori?
We have an idea, because I don't know how much Cinder was told about what exactly was going, like, we're following down here.
No. I think Cinder knows nothing. I think Cinder literally just knows that the good lady is rattled. And that is enough reason to look into
Big Boss's
something.
girlfriend is pissed off. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So what
So
are
you
we
have no
looking for?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm just down here to help figure out why Big Boss is,
I think we're looking for
good
that.
lady.
We're looking for that fire giant or the orb that was actually the fire giant. You know what I
Orb?
mean?
No,
Oh,
I do not.
you weren't there.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, you
looking-
had to be there.
I was at
we-
home enjoying a nice cup of wine with
Ooh,
the weird little,
what type of wine?
not your kind of wine.
We're
So it's
looking
like-
for the presence of some form of leadership here to discuss potentially a peace treaty or some modicum of peace between them and a civilization on the surface.
Yes.
Civilization of elves.
Yeah, that.
Sounds fun. Is this object like, was it an object type orb, or do you know if it was alive, or if it's like squeaks, or?
I'm gonna be real honest with you. I didn't get a good look at it.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, we were kind of fighting some coal giants.
Unfortunately, the member of our party that did see this thing up close and personal is not amongst our numbers.
Oh no,
Not
did they
among us.
die?
No, he just got stuck on the surface after an unfortunate a series of events occurred that led to the caving in and potentially blocking our only way out of this underbelly.
Your only way out. I got here just fine.
How
Okay,
did you get here, by the way, little one?
It could be imperative for our return to the surface.
She's gonna cast Misty Step. Even though that's not how she got down here.
It's the easiest way to explain though.
So,
Yeah.
so you just like reappear on like the ledge that we're going to.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be cool.
So I was like, oh,
Well, now that is a neat trick indeed.
I wish I
had
could do
this.
that.
She dangled her amulet. That's actually how I got down here, but that was the easiest way to explain it because I don't know how to talk to mortals.
can you teach us how to do that?
No.
I'm sorry, to
Wow.
what? What did you say?
My boss can teach you.
We're not going to skate past. What did you just say?
What's skating?
Do you not have skating where you're
The
from?
thing, before the thing that you just said, I need to know what that was.
What was? She's like honestly confused.
I think he means when you called us mortals.
Oh.
You
I mean,
calling
he-
us mortals implies that you are not one.
That's true.
Snow like grabs his sword with a grin. He's like, we could test that.
You can certainly try, but I don't think my boss will like it very much.
Yeah, I
I'm
think that's
just-
a good idea.
I'm just messing. I'm not going to hurt you.
I am.
Well, I'm not going to hurt you on purpose. And then he thinks back to the cave.
She just looks at you like, you. You look like you eat rabbits for lunch.
Yeah, I've had rabbits too.
She's probably like, yeah, I have to. It's okay. Well, I am from the Fae place. I'm a Fae. I'm a Fae type of thing. I'm a hippity hop. I don't know how to explain this to you in a way that makes sense.
Oh, I don't know much about Fae, but
Nobody does.
I know an old man in my village told me to never trust a Fae, but you seem
Probably
fine.
good advice,
Oh, is it?
but you shouldn't trust me on that.
Snow scratches his head. He's like trying to think that through.
I'll walk up to Snow and just pat him on the stomach. Just follow this big guy.
My name's Cinder, by the way. I only told points at Pete.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a
We actually
recurring
have a-
trend of Ori's characters not knowing what Peep is at this point. And I hope this continues.
Well, it makes
Yeah.
sense for her to think he's some weird little dragon.
Yeah.
I am a dragon.
You should meet my boss.
I mean, who's your boss?
A dragon. Kind of.
Wait, your boss is a dragon?
Kind of.
Okay.
Can
All
we
right.
meet them?
Wait. We're getting off topic. Perhaps we should
Yes.
stay at the task at hand, and we can unpack that particular box of miscreants and mischief later.
We are full of mischief.
Let's go see if we can talk to a giant here.
Okay.
Snow starts
Yeah.
clambering up the steps.
Let's try to find a room or a place where maybe we can get just one and not like,
Yeah.
12, 15. We don't really want to talk to all of those at the same time. That's probably going to end up with us being in a stew ourselves. So,
Okay.
You want to go up to the archway?
Yeah, we want to go up to the closest one.
Mm-hmm. You look
Climb
inside.
up to the. Yeah.
Yeah. There's enough room for you guys to stand outside. You look inside with the little bit of light. You get in the right sort of position, and those who have better dark vision as well can see inside quite clearly. It doesn't lead to a room or anything. It just kind of is, maybe 20, 15 feet deep of that archway, and then it leads to a not flat section of wall that is made of a different material. Everything is kind of like a very glossy, polished basalt. This section of wall is similar but different, and there is some kind of indented humanoid shape, like a mold almost. Someone making a casting with the occasional very fine little metal pipes around the edge. It's very weird looking, especially in the gloom. There doesn't appear to be anything there other than this weird piece of wall.
How tall is this humanoid?
So the archway is 18 feet tall, and the indenting is just barely shorter than that.
Okay. Yeah.
Enough that someone of that size, because it's an archway, so there's room for the head, could very comfortably, but very snugly, nestle in against the wall and lean against it, I guess.
any sort of symbols or anything like that might give us an indication that there's a secret entrance or anything like that in this wall, or maybe something of that
Give me an
vein?
investigation check. Always good idea to look for secret entrances and exits. Although, that did screw over the Monday party on the session where I killed 2 players. Because they looked for a secret exit with a wand of secrets, and they found one, and there were 2. They were like, I found a secret exit. I don't need to worry about anything.
Don't we have a wand, something of that sort?
You have a wand that was given to Adelard,
There's
who is
an
not
Adelard.
here,
Oh, yeah.
that allows you to detect essentially living things,
Living
basically,
things.
around
Oh,
you.
detect
Oh, that's
enemies.
right, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. That sort of vibe. I don't remember exactly.
Oh, not bad.
That is pretty good. So you
For
know
me, that's excellent.
with a -1, a 16's really good. You get up close, and again, there's enough light, and especially with the little wisp that actually carries a bit of light as well. You can kind of feel around the inside of the area. It doesn't feel like any of it could push in deeper. It feels like it's definitely designed for someone to lean in. The indent is very detailed. It's slightly padded as well for someone to almost use it like a bed almost. But on the very edges there are these little tiny pipes, very, very small, very fine craft. And actually, when you kind of run your finger over a couple of them, they're still dripping with some kind of vaguely medicinal scented fluid.
Do I recognize the smell at all? Is it just sort of some sort of like antibacterial kind of thing, or?
I think you probably would recognize the kind of smell. You know, being a paladin for like a war god and doing that kind of training, it kind of does smell like that kind of antibacterial, kind of like a hand wash, but like a body wash kind of thing. So you would put it on anything after like a scrape or a wound or something. But also it's the kind of thing that if you would kind of use to bolster someone's system if there was like a weak child. You know, you kind of apply this kind of salve. Looks like it was being basically injected into someone who would sleep here, but it's still going. There's still juice in the pipes.
Medicinal salve.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say that out loud.
But there's no symbols or anything, or sections that push in or out. It's just stone and padding, and the padding is old and worn. It's like this chair. It's like old leather. It's kind of faded and crappy.
It seems to be some sort of resting and recuperation chamber. Something for someone to stand, maybe sleep against fairly comfortably, while being treated for wounds or infection.
So, did we find like doctor's chambers? Is that the correct line of thought?
It could be some sort of treatment center. I mean, we can try to check the other sections and see. There's 3 more up here, right? 3 more.
There's 3 more on this side, yeah. Do you want to check next one?
Yeah.
When you round the corner, you might have a bit of a fright, because standing is a fire giant. Against that padded area, perfectly like slotted in, like almost like an astronaut suit kind of thing, is a almost completely naked fire giant. There's probably some kind of like very basic modesty cloth. But they are plugged in, their eyes are closed, they are unshaven, you know, so they've got kind of like blued metal skin. You know, when metal gets electrolyzed and becomes bluish, with the hair is at this point just kind of brown. It's kind of ginger at the end. And they are buff, and they are asleep, and they are silent. It's like a very, very deep kind of sleep, and they're just standing there. It's perfectly inside this spot. There's kind of actually almost like a residue upon their skin as well.
Does this one look tangible, or like?
Only way to find out is either an intelligence check or just smacking it.
Snow is just gonna walk up to it and poke its stomach.
Yeah, it is flesh.
I'm hiding.
Snow like looks back, like because Snow like probably just walked in the wood.
I don't want to get Gallaghered.
Snow looks back and he's like, I think it's real.
Well, maybe we shouldn't wake it up.
We could draw something on it. Do we have any charcoal?
No, that's a bad idea.
Oh. Snow's like, yeah, you're right. We want to get off on the right foot with it. Should we try to talk to it?
I don't know.
Something best to leave sleeping giants. What's the saying?
Let's. I don't. But I mean, maybe it's friendly.
Are you friendly when you get woken up like this?
I don't know. I've never been asleep like that.
Cinder, you've backed up and hid,
Oh no.
and you see from above the archway you first looked into, kind of awkwardly slinking off the roof, is a big, naked fire giant. They land pretty quietly, to the point that the rest of the party don't seem to immediately notice. There is some pipes, kind of like here and here, where they would kind of slot into the building, and it really does look like it's just waking up. Actually, something you would kind of understand, being like a fae, is like, you wake up, you actually like get somewhere high and look around, and then get back down. Looks like what this giant did probably moments before you got here. And that hasn't seemed to have noticed you hiding like against a railing or something, or in the curve of one of the arches, and it's just kind of flopped down and is like, looks like it's waking up very, very slowly, though, like someone who's really, really hungover or sick.
She's gonna pull out her bow and knock an arrow and fire it somewhere that it's gonna hit like the stone away from the rest of the party. Like the opposite direction of them, that it looks the other way.
Yeah, give me a deception.
So they hear it.
Give me a deception check. The party can hear, an arrow being fired and hitting a stone. It's whether the giant then starts to wander off. Yeah, the giant will immediately kind of like, its eyes are still shut, almost like a baby puppy. It just kind of like turns in that way, and it's kind of on 3 of its limbs right now on the ground, and starts kind of slinking, pulling itself along the ground because it's kind of easier than walking. That's how drunk it is. We've all been there. It's when you need like a McDonald's breakfast. And it starts kind of lumbering that way. Actually, in the process, it will fall off the stories. There's kind of a slant, but it will fall down and kind of tumble and take some damage. So you guys you hear the clattering, and then you hear a thump. Kind of like a...
I guess we'll go back. So it was like around the corner from us then.
It was literally in the arch, in front of the archway you looked at first, and while you're all looking in the other one, it kind of, as silently as a big giant could, fumbled around, but didn't know you guys were there, and now it is below you on the street, crawling towards where Cinder shot further away. Doesn't seem to notice you.
Snow's gonna be like, oh shit, and then it's gonna go look. Oh, what is it, little one?
She points down. She's like, I shot the arrow over there so it would go away. Don't make it come back.
That was a good idea.
Okay, you guys stay here. I'll go talk to it.
I don't think that was in any kind of mindset to have a conversation.
Yeah, I think it's probably gonna be kind of mad.
Wait. She points at Vincent. Do you have the she like does this with her hands. like
higher mammal.
Hold. God damn it. What's the thing that makes you not drunk?
My ability to touch and heal. I do not.
Okay, sure, yeah, that.
I do not currently have that. I am.
Yeah, the good touch.
Or is implying lesser restoration, but the good touch is fine too. I don't have that.
I can do it tomorrow. But some of that tunnel caving in left some of us worse for wear, so we had to.
You shouldn't get
Rest off.
squished by rocks. That's a bad idea.
Yeah, we learned that. We learned that. Probably not the way you would want to learn that. Like whatever the opposite way of the way you'd want to learn that. That's probably the way we learned that.
The giant is still crawling around. It's left little, like, patches on the ground where it's kind of put its hands or feet down, in like basically sweat almost. It is now crossing the magma channel, just, and it kind of flares around its skin, and it's not very deep, so it just kind of like almost wades through it pretty slowly. It doesn't care. It doesn't seem to be that annoyed.
Okay, so let's go check out the next one.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
The next archway,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there is another sleeping giant. This one a female, plugged in, asleep, standing.
What the fuck?
I think this is how they sleep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think this is really weird though.
Snow's gonna peek around to the fourth one. Same thing.
Again, this was another male, very, very long, unkept beard. There it is. That's the wisp.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think we should mess with them or just sneak by?
I think we leave them alone.
I think we should probably find out why they're all hooked up in here like a science experiment before we try and wake anybody up.
Yeah.
What's science?
Yeah, what's science?
I don't know. I've just heard my boss's dad say it sometimes.
Well,
You're
yeah,
paying
okay,
attention.
let's-
There is like a chart you can make of all the people that Cinta has referenced. They're all connected.
like a cork board with a string
Yes.
around it.
You could make a Pepe,
Pepe
Sylvia
Silvia.
board of all the
I don't know
people that
why-
Cinta has referenced.
I don't know why I say like Cinder saying my boss's dad. It made me think of the meme saying like my uncle works at Nintendo.
Yeah, it's very Uncle works at Nintendo.
Hey, she likes her boss a lot, okay?
This is 8th stage capitalism right here. You should be careful.
Yeah.
How they get you.
Across the way, does it look like it's more of the same?
There are identical archways. You can't really see inside because of the gloom. You'd have to go up, but I mean, it would be pretty easy to assume. The only difference in the archways is a rune on the top, like stone, on the front of the archway, which honestly probably is names.
Yeah, can I read the names or is it
Yeah.
like
It looks like it's
Okay.
names.
okay?
Very basic, like, you know, not very detailed. Doesn't have a family name or anything. It's just
Yeah.
name.
Snow agrees that we should probably just leave them alone for now.
What about the one that's already out and about?
You
Do you
mean
wanna
the
try and find
Deadpool
him?
giant?
Maybe we just let it wander around and we just go further in.
I guess. It's just
Do
what
we
if
see
they
the
like.
green?
The what?
Sorry, go on.
No, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's fine. Don't worry. Go for it.
I was just. Do we see the green mist?
Not right now. It'd be really hard to see unless you were above the entire citadel. You'd probably only see it if it was rushing towards you.
Do we want to try to move in towards the cathedral?
Yeah, I say we do that.
Let's go.
These giants don't really seem like the negotiator types.
At least for now.
Well,
Yeah,
you
we
can meet
know.
all sorts of important people at church, I hear.
Do you guys think that I could? Do you think they have like a forge here and I could find a big weapon?
I think
Maybe.
let's not put our cart before the horse.
Oh, you're right.
But it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Okay.
You can head out of this little area. You see the giant that is awake. He just kind of reached the far wall where Cinder kind of launched an arrow, and he's just kind of like pouring at it sleepily, the edge of the wall. But you could just head on by. And do you want to do the same thing as last time with Cinder sneaking ahead?
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Both really, really good. You move much quieter. At this point, now that you're really in the streets and stuff, it's a lot easier to hide. You know the area a little bit more, and you also know the kind of things you're hiding from a little bit more, which is very important. You realize that a lot of the magma channels are heading this direction as you're going, and at one point, while you're quite a ways ahead of the rest of the party, you do see the green mist, and you feel the ground rumbling. You can get you and the rest of the party to stop and kind of hide. I'm actually going to need a stealth check from everyone else, real quick.
Okay.
Sure, none of you will fuck up.
Natural 1 peep, let's go!
There it is.
Oh, that's right. I have disadvantage because my armor.
Yeah, I put mine back on as well.
Oh, wait, actually. Oh, yeah. No, it says it isn't technically heavy.
4,
but it does
5,
still have
6.
Ooh!
I like to think that we're like so confident that Cinder is gonna like warn us ahead of time that we're just like, oh yeah, like all like loud.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Trying to
Lads
show
on
Cinder
top.
that you can be sneaky too. You're like, oh yeah, hold on, she's really sneaky. We gotta be competent.
Well, the mist didn't roll great, but it rolled higher than a 4! You know, you're walking through these streets, and they're all very similar. They are at not exact angles, and, you know, Cinder found a good place to hide as this thing is going closer. You just see green mist, but as it's getting closer and closer, you see the thing creating the mist, breathing the mist, a gigantic metal ball, stamping with its charge. And while you are pretty sure it doesn't see you, strolling around the corner is the rest of the crew. And it definitely notices
Oh no.
you guys.
Oh no.
Do we notice it at least as we come around the corner?
You go around the
into
corner,
it?
you're like, oh!
So it's like, oh shit.
Is that
Oh,
Snow's
shit.
new catchphrase? It's like the third oh shit today. And you know what? This is a great time to take a little break. So we'll be back with initiative rolls in a few minutes.
It's like
They're just over here like looking into the camera like in the office.
It's like the JoJo roundabout meme, like to
It
be
is.
continued.
It's charging down. Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
We're gonna die.
Okay. Actually, this is the wrong screen. Let me move us to the battle screen.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh, okay.
I feel like whenever I'm moving the party to a battle map,
Oh, jeez.
we should do the thing they do in Critical Role when they announce, welcome to Critical Role, and everyone just goes ape shit for like half a minute. It's good energy. Please roll initiative.
One of my streamer friends, he just puts on he goes to YouTube and he gets 10-hour long video, and he just has that going while he streams. So
what
random
is it? 10
intervals,
hours
it's a 10-hour video, and at just random intervals there will be a laugh track from a sitcom. So that just randomly he'll just be just doing something, and then randomly they'll be like, ah, a bunch of people laughing in the audience.
I need a laugh track for the Atlas streams. I think that's what will turn them over the limit.
God.
The best thing about that is if I
also-
use it, it would show up. It would play through my character's voice as well, which is really good.
We should also do that thing they do in Critical Role where just a moment before we go live, we all just immediately swear loudly.
I used to run this campaign with Dean and Cuddy. I've done all of that. We're not going
That's
back.
fun.
We're not going back to the ways of Dean. That said, Dean, please call me. I miss you. Alright. It is Cinder who has the first initiative. You are actually hidden from this creature. You actually have the stealth advantage. It doesn't know you're there. You did that beforehand. Get your hot boy blanket on. Get ready for a fight.
I forgot about that.
How
For
could
the
you forget
chat,
about the
the
hot boy blanket?
The himbo blanket.
Himbo elves.
They're not himbos by any means, but
Yeah.
they're hot boys, so that's okay. What's Cinder gonna do? Can I? Is the distance on this accurate?
Yeah,
Okay.
but you're behind a pillar right now, basically. This is a pillar.
How
You
tall?
are
How
in the
tall
ways.
is this?
Good question. It would go up, and then goes up, and then it reaches a high arch that curves over the street. So it's probably around 40 feet high, and then it connects to a beam.
I'm going to stay hidden for now, but I'm gonna move 5. I want to be on the corner, but still be hidden.
Yeah, that's fine. You are currently stealth. You can be on the corner. I made it a nice awkward shape because it just felt right.
Can she see if there, from where she's at right now, if there's any weak points on this thing?
Give me a perception check. From afar, what
Ooh.
appeared to be just a cloud of green mist is actually a gigantic metal-plated bull, almost as if it was a snake or an armadillo. It's got scales of metal, but it's still got the body of a actually fairly svelte bull. To one of the fire giants you've seen, it's actually like the size of a dog. It's really big, but it's to a giant society, it's not massive. It's almost like a guard dog kind of thing. It has some decoration on it, including spikes around a collar and spikes on some other areas. But it doesn't appear, unlike other creatures, that actually you could get in between the scales very easily. Unlike someone in plate armor, it's so finely and tightly constructed. But that being said, you can see the nostrils and the mouth, and there's actually a couple more vents up the nostrils, almost like some kinds of adders have. And that's just where this green mist is seeping out. While it would be dangerous to attack those areas in melee, because you would be getting a whole armful of mist, they would be weak points, very hard weak points to hit the nostrils.
Okay. In that case, she's gonna prep an arrow, and I'm gonna wait until it moves close, like past me, to shoot it, or to try to shoot at it. I'm gonna hold my action.
Peep.
He is, after having seen this thing, probably had a little mini heart attack. The size of this thing compared to him.
Yeah.
Peep's gonna do what Peep does best, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then let's hit it with 2 Eldritch Blasts. Let's just go pew pew.
Yeah.
Try that and dip.
Each blast of refluxed flame just slinks over the glossy, slightly damp metal surface of the bull.
Didn't do anything. Oh, it's Peep's turn.
Welcome to being a warlock, where Eldritch Blasts just don't do anything until they do. Until you like one-shot a boss with one turn, or you just like bat, 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 12, 12, 12. Snow.
Okay, like, this thing is big, but how big is it?
Oh no.
I would say it's around about the same size as a truck. No, it's big. It's
Like, is it like the bull? Oh, you never played Sekiro. Is it like the bull from Sekiro? I was gonna say.
It's bigger than an earthly bull, but not actually by that much.
Okay.
Mostly because of all the plates are very smooth and well formed to it. It's not like it's got the big chunky.
So it's like
very svelte.
It's
for what
bigger.
it is.
It's bigger than a bull, but smaller than an elephant.
Yes, elephants are
Okay.
actually huge size in D&D. And I was like,
Okay,
oh, maybe
okay.
it could be huge size. Like, nah, I think I like the idea of it actually being kind of small compared to a giant. It is basically
Yeah,
a guard dog on patrol.
It's like a rhino or something in that realm.
It is
maybe.
rhino size. There we go.
Okay.
That's exactly.
Yeah. Okay. That's good because I can handle a rhino. Maybe not.
In a
We'll have to
fight?
find out. Wait, okay, so I want to know as well. Is Snow smart enough to realize that the smoke is coming from the nostrils?
I would say right now it's actually pretty impossible to tell, other than Cinder, because it's carrying with it a cloud.
Okay.
That's why all you were seeing was a cloud. It's constantly breathing this stuff out, and it is the cloud. It's just like as it's running, it's creating the wind around it that you can see the creature. It's kind of hard to tell.
Okay.
Right now, it looks like, and you've seen other creatures like it. It just kind of has an aura almost,
Yeah.
and it's running
Okay.
towards you, so it's hard to see. But yeah.
Yeah. In that case, Snow is literally gonna like look at Vincent and then look at Peep already running forward and be like, "I'll hold it. Just try to kill it quickly." And Snow is gonna rage so that he has enough movement to make it. He has actually just barely enough to make it, and he's just gonna charge at it. With his rage, he can actually make it all the way there, and he's just gonna charge and go. "Argh!" He's gonna try to grab onto the horns
Grab
and
the
fucking
bull
hold
by
it.
the horns.
And it's like mid-charge, so I'm imagining it's gonna be like boom, like just.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed he didn't turn to Vincent and be like, "Time to grab the bull by the horn."
Snow's not clever enough to
Shit.
do that.
Shit, you're
Snow
right. That
make
would have been a
one
good
liner.
thing to say. Yeah, no, Snow just like he doesn't say that. He just is like try to kill it, and he's like he literally just gonna charge in
Yeah.
while raging.
Okay.
Like you know, because he's purposely getting his adrenaline pumping because he knows he's gonna need it, and he goes. "Whoa." And I guess like I don't know how that would work if that replaces both of my attacks. But
It
that's
would be. It would. So a grapple check is an attack, and so
Okay.
you have 2 attacks. So you could,
Could
if you
he-
fail once, you can try again, basically.
Okay.
You have advantage.
Okay, yeah, that works. Yeah, I will try that.
Advantage because it was charging.
It'll get advantage?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I? I don't think I... Oh, I do...
You have advantage
No, I don't
because
have
of your
it on-
raging.
Yeah.
Rage
okay.
gives you advantage on grapple checks, basically.
Okay. Yeah. Whew, okay, yeah. Well,
That's why wrestling barbarian is super valid. in
Here's
Jarviskjir.
the thing. I know that this is a really dumb idea because of the smoke, the mist, but Snow doesn't know what the mist is.
No.
He doesn't know what this thing is.
It's badass. It throws me completely out of the loop that you've decided to charge the thing charging at you, and you get a 20!
Let's go!
Which you actually beat it by quite a high margin. It rolled pretty okay. It ended up getting
Yeah.
a 21, which probably would have beat most other people on an okay day.
Yeah.
But you get up close. It's charging. The ground is shaking. You charge. You grab it by the horns. There's a thump. And it kind of skids, clearly unexpecting it. Its hooves try to almost dig into the ground, so you get pushed back like a little while. But you hold it completely.
Yeah.
And you can stare into it. Stare into its eyes.
Could I just use my other attack to give the next person advantage? Instead of doing an attack,
I'll
kind
allow
of
it.
just twist it in a way that
Yeah.
lets the next attack have advantage. I don't know.
Cool. I like that idea.
Okay.
Um,
That's good then. I think that's good for Snow, yeah. You just...
The Gorgon didn't expect this. So it's going to go with a kind of hoof attack as it struggles.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What's your AC right now?
15.
It doesn't hit it. You are
Oh,
holding
shit.
it. It's trying to kind of rear up and stample you, and you're wrangling it and holding it, and you kind of get an arm around you. You're holding the head of this metal bull down enough that it can't, strike you with the horns, and you do have it in position right now.
Okay.
With relative ease. It's a fight, it's a struggle.
Yeah.
Vincent.
Vincent is going to move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. If he gets here, can he see?
Cinder, yeah, I imagine so.
Cinder,
Cinder is hiding really well, but I imagine as you get closer and you're kind of used to the battlefield, you can see maybe a rabbit ear around a corner or something.
He will, seeing the danger that they are all immediately in, will grasp his holy symbol and just kind of pray, say a little prayer, and give a blessing. Everybody.
Is that bless?
That's an extra what? D.
It's a D4 on attack rolls and saving
Yeah,
throws.
D4.
And that's everybody, including me. So, and that'll be my turn. I'll draw my sword, and that'll be my turn. Sorry.
Cinder.
Okay. Question. Because Snow's giving the next attack on it advantage, I have advantage. I have 2 attacks with my bow.
Mhm.
If I had my swords, that'd be 3, but I've only got 2. So I got the first attack's at advantage, right?
Stealth. And Snow holding it close. Fortunately, you wouldn't get it on the second because of the, first come, first serve, but they're both first come, first serve.
First attack.
Yeah, that's a hit.
She's aiming for the nostril hole.
Yeah. You know where to hit.
And then second one. Oop, hold on.
Yeah, second one's neutral. That's also a hit.
Ooh.
Go ahead and roll damages.
Also, yeah, that's it.
Yeah. 2 arrows. I feel like it's not even the thing where it's like the arrow pierces the nostrils. Like it just strikes really hard, and as the Snow can hold its head in place, that's probably when it retaliates, and that makes it, the second strike not be as easy. and it clearly harms the thing greatly. It lets like a great bellow and snorts, shaking and struggling as you hit really hard.
I'm going to move away now. 10.
Peep.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm gonna blast it in the side twice with Eldritch Blast. I'm assuming this is at advantage because thing is in 5 foot pack tactics.
Sure.
So let's go.
Wait, it is. Snow is not in 5 feet of you.
No,
I think-
of the thing.
Yeah, I think the way pack tactics works, I have to be.
Okay.
Well,
yeah.
You have
It's
advantage
the
on
thing,
attack
it's
roll
the
against
thing.
creature
Yeah,
if at
it's the
least
thing.
one ally is within 5 feet of the creature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I still roll like shit.
You still miss. You still miss.
That is really
But
funny.
yeah, you get up closer, and it's just the fire does like burn through the green mist. It's kind of sporadically coming out of it now that it's like struggled breathing.
Don't
It's
forget your
not.
D4.
Oh, the D4.
You
For
do
the
get a
bliss.
D4.
Oh shit.
So is that on both attacks or just one?
It's on both.
It's
It's
on
on
every
both.
attack
It's
roll,
on
just
every
Son,
attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
So one for each.
First one and then second one.
Oh.
So that's
That makes that
15
second
and 18.
attack go from a miss to a hit.
Oh, let's
Nice.
go.
A little bit of
Like
divine
6
guidance allows it to strike properly true at a moving joint. And,
Finishing casting the spell as Pete lets go of his Eldritch Blast, you just see as Vincent reaches out and grabs it as it overshoots and just flings it back into the creature.
yeah,
Yes.
I like it.
that's actually I love that
That's
idea
awesome,
for
yeah.
Blast. That's really cool. Snow, you're up next. You have the
Yeah.
bull by the horns, literally.
I'm just worried, like, is the poison mist, is it affecting me on the start of my turn or anything, or is it
Not
still...
right now. It's actually not
right now.
breathing it out constantly right now because it's kind of
Okay.
like letting out these labored, struggling breaths like a cornered beast would do. So actually you're noticing it not constantly creating the mist.
Oh man. Okay, I guess, like... I don't know how this will play out, but I guess he'll try, maybe a little arrogantly. He's gonna be like, "Oh, I got this," because of how well he caught it initially. So he's gonna try to just like hold onto it with one hand on one horn,
Oh, no.
and use the other hand to grab his battle axe and just start like whacking at
Yep.
it.
You have advantage
God
on a
of War
target you
style.
grappled. That's
Okay.
the vibe I do because God of War, that kind of thing.
Okay, I like it. Yeah, and he's just gonna. So he I guess he will. Yeah, he doesn't need a reckless, obviously. And it makes sense that he wouldn't be like going full out because he's still trying to focus enough that he can hold it in place. But yeah, so it'll just be. Here we go. Here's attack 1.
That just barely doesn't. It's like clashes the
Okay.
metal.
Yeah, and then number 2.
That one is a hit, and
Okay.
magical axe. It just cleaves through and out, and there is blood. It is
Okay.
an organic creature.
You also have
Blood
Bliss.
pours out. You do also have bless, so you can add a D4 to that first one.
Shit, you're right. Thank you. Yeah. So the first one would have actually been a 19.
It would have been hit. It would have hit.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, once
Okay.
again, it's like Vincent, like it's almost like I imagine Sully hears Vincent's voice like magically in his head, like, no, aim a little more to the right or left, whatever. And then
Good job.
I do have one question actually. When Vincent like redirected the Eldritch Blast that was gonna miss, would there have been any like feeling of where that power came from, or would it have just been a case of like just move it and that was it?
This is all very much in the instant, and you are both
Okay.
very kind of like soulful spellcasters. It's not like Vincent is
Okay.
doing everything through a prayer all the time. The power of the
Yeah.
dragon is already in Vincent, Maybe if Vincent was like someone else, maybe. But Vincent doesn't question that Peep shoots fire. Peep is a little dragon.
yeah.
All right.
But yeah, so that's all for Snow. But I, it's up to you how it works with him holding. He's like, and now he's holding on with one hand to it, but then the other hand's got the axe.
You still have it grappled. Yeah, I actually like that idea more of the. I've always allowed, you have advantages on attacks you're grappling, but I think actually having it be only for one-handed weapons actually makes a lot more sense now that I think about it for a sec.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Gorgon is not happy. It's struggling. It's got a little more give now. You're actually really starting to cut into it. It's starting to bleed. It's very thick blood. It's starting to like cascade between the scales, the metal plates. It is going to like start exhaling deeply. The sound kind of runs through it, and it starts facing Snow and will rear its head to the side. So its sweep of petrifying breath will just barely miss Vincent and sweep that way.
Okay.
This green mist cascades through the air. It's very metallic. It's very acidic. It's very different to the humidity in the air. I'm gonna need both of you, Snow and Peep. It's always you two, to give me Constitution saving throws.
Yep. Okay.
You do have Bless.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do
I
have
gotta.
Bless.
I don't think I have advantage on anything. No, I would have advantage if it was a dex save, but it's con. So, let's see. It's a good save for me, but
Plus
D4.
yep.
19 versus 14.
For Snow, it's a lot easier. You can hold in place. For Peep, Vincent, you have to focus quite a bit of your divine energy to shield Peep there. And it probably is really like a little bit of a shield that comes up around you and deflects just enough. You probably breathe in a little bit, but it doesn't seem to affect you. But probably in that moment when you glance like behind you, Peep, you see the whole area of wall just has this thin layer of like very jagged stone on it now, like as if someone just sprayed the wall with like liquid stone that very quickly hardened. The creature doesn't appear to be breathing out that mist anymore now. Vincent.
That's not good.
Vincent is going to fire off a first level guiding bolt at the creature. Just concentrating on protecting Peep. He's just going to release with his sword hand and just kind of like use that as his holy symbol and just kind of blast it from there.
I bet Snow is also like he's like what the fuck was that? as it almost hit Pete. Oh, nice.
Strike the thing in the head, and it makes this really satisfying like sword clashing a shield noise, and the Gorgon like recoils back, and Snow has to kind of control it a little bit, and it's gonna glow around its head, of course, as well with the guiding bolt. Very nice.
That should make it a little easier to hit.
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on it. And then I'm going to do the pew-pews.
You have a short bow or a long bow?
Longbow.
But you're so small.
But she's strong, just like her girlfriend. Oh wait, that was supposed to be at advantage.
Yeah, you have advantage for the guiding.
Oh yeah, because the guiding. Yeah.
Full on great bow style firing.
Oh, no worry, we have that. That's possible. That is a hit.
And then
The damage
second
plus
one.
Hunter's Mark. That is a miss. Do the damage. It is better to do the damage before you do your extra attacks, because if you actually kill something in a fight with multiple combatants, you could then actually move your extra attack to someone that isn't dead. Just in general. Do you want to roll the Hunter's Mark damage as well?
Oh yeah. What is it, 1d6?
Yeah, I think if you just click Hunter's Mark, it will do it.
Oh. No.
Did the first time.
It's not.
Okay. Okay, it's good. It's good strikes. The Gorgon continues to be struggled as it's absolutely being controlled by you guys, as you are at the moment have a real good hold on the battle. Peep.
I don't like that phrasing there.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen in the next 5 minutes.
Alright. Peep's gonna take a step forward and then start swinging with the battle axe. So advantage, because pack attack. Actually, no, hold on, wait. Rather than moving there, I'm gonna move do.
Yeah.
A hit in the back. And swing.
It's a hit.
And then swing.
That is a miss.
Oh, but bless.
Oh, but bless!
It could.
Ah, the blessed champagne.
18.
That's a miss. Get
Oh.
Wait, what? An 18's a miss? I thought it was.
Yeah.
It is
It's
a ball
got-
made of metal.
Yeah, it's got like metal.
Damn it, I thought it had 18 AC, but it's got 19.
It's not wearing plate armor. It is the plate armor.
It's
That is enough to give it 1 more AC, apparently.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
Well, yeah, you hit it once. You hit it once.
I gotta hit it. Yeah.
That's better than some people do. Snow.
So he's gonna do again, just keep like holding it. He's going to try to just keep smacking it with the one-handed battle axe. There's hopefully hit number 1. Oh wait, hold on. No, that's really good damage. Please.
It's good damage if you get. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Let's go. And then another one. Let's go. Wait, that's the same damage as the other one, though. That's really funny. Either way, he's just hacking at it, hacking at its face.
Hacking and whacking and whacking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all.
Smacking.
That's right. The Gorgons. At this point, you're really hit the strain point over and over, where the metal's actually getting jagged. You're just hacking into its neck, and it's bleeding. Blood's spurting out and kind of hissing in the magma pool all the way over there. It's still fighting in its death throes, and let's see what it does. Nice. It is going to. Is it going to? It's gonna breathe its petrifying breath on Snow again. It's gonna be
That
just
makes
Snow.
sense.
It can't hit anyone else. It managed to get the ability to recharge, and it's just gonna use all of its strength to fight against you, holding its horns in place, and
Yep.
breathe this petrifying breath onto you. Give me a Constitution save and add your bless, and see what you get.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, and this is the moment of truth. Oh, the 4.
With
Cool.
divine protection, you can hold out as it's breathing this horrible gas on you, which is at this point starting to get fleckled with blood as well. It's misting as the creature's so intently injured. Vincent, it's your turn.
I am going to move forward. 25, 30 to here. And I'm going to take the dodge action with my shield drone at the ready, and just kind of at my best try to protect Snow from any incoming assaults from this
Right.
creature.
Cinder.
And that's my turn.
Yeah.
Cinder's about to do something really stupid.
Now.
Also, real quick. Yeah, question. Are we tracking ammo?
I'd prefer you to, yeah. Largely.
Okay, I have been. I just wanted to make sure that's what you
Yeah.
want me to do. Okay. Just gonna cast. Wait, how far away is it? She's gonna move up 10 feet.
Is she gonna kill Steel by blinking into the fight? With Misty Step?
I was thinking about it, but now I don't wanna.
You can.
Wait, who's got the kill? Who's
Was
supposed to kill?
whoever hits an attack. Which could be anyone or no one with this party.
I want to do the cool teleport.
It's not a kill steal, it's a kill secure. I support Maine for years. No one will get mad when you say that to them, ever.
Blow this bitch up.
She's gonna teleport to the top of its head. With Missy Step.
Yeah.
She-
It has to be an
she's gonna
unoccupied
go-
space, so you can be above it,
Yeah.
5 feet, and then
She's
land
gonna
on
do-
it, and that's going to be super awkward if it doesn't die instantly, but yeah.
I know. She's gonna. Oh, that's not the attack button. Boom. Boom.
Neither of those
Bumper.
are. Do you have bless?
Don't-
Did you bless?
She does. Yeah, I spent a second level spell slot so I could get us all.
Okay. The first one is a hit. You rolled 2 5s.
Yeah,
It
plus
only
the
had 5
hunter's
HP left. So you can blink from the other side of the battlefield above it, swing down, and kill it however you want, However you want to do. It was about to be decapitated, basically, by Snow. Big neck hole.
She sees where it's like coming apart, where Snow's like pulling its head, and like just goes, blinks in and just stabs the shit out of it.
Yeah, the
Right.
Gorgon will struggle for a little while, and then the head will just like... They'll just stop and crunch to the ground loudly.
Yeah. Snow is still holding on to it just to make sure, but then he looks over at Cinder. He's like, that came in handy there.
We
Fine
did it!
showing. You're a mighty warrior.
I don't know about that.
What the fuck was that thing?
Yeah, what even is this?
Well, I've got
I
the
don't know.
normal counterpart to it back at home on the old ranch, but I've never seen anything like this.
Snow points to the wall that got new stone layered on top of it, and he's like, I'm glad we have seemed to avoid its breath.
Yeah, that was a little close. Thanks for the shield.
Whew. The great dragon looks fondly on us on this day.
I'll be
Yes.
right back.
A true testament to glory, though.
Yes, we are, well, we're certainly lucky. This thing, well, it wasn't easy holding it there, but I could feel, I could feel your magic's helping me, Vincent. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
Hopefully there's not more.
Yeah, we should probably get moving before anything else comes along.
Also, perhaps we should move this creature off the street. I don't know
Also a
if
good
there's
idea.
A specific place we can hide it or anything, but we should at least try to drag it from the middle of the street.
We could put it in the lava there.
True.
It's a bit brutal, isn't it?
Does it look like it would be difficult to take a horn off of one of the horns off this thing?
I was also about to ask
It
that.
would be difficult, but then Snow held it in place for 30 seconds. So it is definitely possible. It'll take a real
Snow.
good wrangling.
Perhaps, for the telling of this story in the bars to come, you could remove these horns for us so that we'd have some sort of proof.
Snow nods and he just grabs his axe to try hack off the horns near the base.
Yeah, give me a strength roll.
Alright.
I'll grab a hold of the creature's head and hold it steady to sort of assist him.
Yeah, you have advantage.
Okay.
I'm just remembering how this was described as these could be dogs for giants, and we're just we killed a guard dog and are
Thanks.
butchering it in the street.
Would it
Thanks,
just be
Pete.
flat strength or athletics?
Yeah, flat
or-
strength for this one.
Okay.
Look,
That
if
makes
you were like a little fairy and you killed a dog, you would want its head as a trophy.
Either would I do one for each horn, or is that
No,
okay?
yeah, that's a good roll. I say you can yank both horns off with the right,
Okay.
effort in the right place, and it's pretty clean. It's not. It looks. I mean, to be fair, other than that, there is horn inside. It does kind of just look like a metal horn, like a metal drinking horn. It doesn't look as impressive as maybe you hoped if you think about it, because it does look like just a metal drinking horn, but it'll help with the storytelling.
It's funny that you mention a metal drinking horn, because that's my entire intention behind it. Is to turn it into a drinking horn.
Yeah. You want to go re-clean that really well, otherwise you're going to drink it once and then turn to stone.
Right.
Before we dispose of the body in any way, I want Snow to open up the pot and show Lord Cinderbottom.
Sure.
And just ask. I just want to ask him if he knows what it is.
No. Is it made of? Is it meat? Is it meat? Can I cook it? It doesn't look like meat. Is it? I don't know. What is it?
I don't know, but we need to get rid of it. And then he puts the lid back on, realizing that Cinderbottom's not going to be very helpful.
I'm sure when we get back to the surface, Sabriel can tell us what this is.
Yeah. That probably. Maybe.
And now we have proof.
Maybe this is like the giant's equivalent of Zelius.
What's a Zelius?
A winged horse.
Yeah, it's a horse that flies.
It's a friend of ours. He has one. It's quite the spectacle.
My girlfriend has one.
Does everyone just
One
have
of the-
flying horses?
I am out of the loop, Peep. I do not have a flying horse.
Yeah, me neither.
Yet.
Oh, my
I've never-
girlfriend's a shiny elf. She's a shiny elf. She has a flying horse.
Well, Sabriel's also a shiny elf.
True.
I don't know, Sabriel. I had to put a fan up because the skunk smell.
Does
So
a
many
skunk
people
smell?
walking through the corner. Everyone got skunked.
Good job.
That's why I covered all the windows and doors are open now.
Good job.
For a baby.
You survived the petrification, but not the stinkification.
Ugh.
Good showing, everybody. And Cinder, you are quite a sight to behold in combat. I am thoroughly impressed.
Thanks. Normally I don't get seen.
I don't think if you hadn't come out on your own, you would have been seen that time, but we do appreciate the help.
She's just like, yeah. All 4
right.
feet of her. Yeah.
So, Snow, a little help with this thing?
Yeah. Are we just gonna drag it into the lava?
Yeah, just throw it into the lava stream.
I'll say with your
Not
strength,
throw it.
Pull it, then get in the right position
Yeah,
to
just-
push it. And
Yeah.
there's like a slight verge or go in. It doesn't really it's shallow. It just kind of ends up being like legs in the air, the back kind of hump of it, kind of side on
I just-
in the
I
magma
just
pool.
see
That's just
Snow
starts
like
melting.
smashing it down into the magma. In there, just go.
I mean, it's just gonna be like blocking it, like. Oh no!
It's like
gonna
we
fit
just
in the
found like a
trash.
little stream and just put someone's dog in it and just like, come on.
All right, can we stop the dog analogies because that's killing me.
It's terrible.
Okay.
Baby girl.
You wouldn't want to upset the dingo.
But yeah, then I guess we just move on. I guess
Yeah,
wait,
you
no,
can
you
get
know
it
what,
to a point where it's It's not in the street anymore, I guess.
We'll say a couple words over its over its upturned body.
Visitors walk over. You fought well, creature, and there'll be many a drinking story shared over this horn.
We will remember your name, not Zelius.
There we go. All right, you guys wanted to head towards the temple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. As you
Hopefully a
go.
little bit more quietly than that was.
Yeah.
Hey, Cinder rolled amazing stealth.
Yeah.
Well, she has a +6, so
That's because the rest of us were in the background with like bottles and just breaking stuff.
Sometimes you gotta be. Do you guys want to roll stealth?
mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I think
try.
we
Yeah.
could.
This is a party that really needs someone to learn Pass Without Trace. Just so you
Oh,
can
I
like.
had the option to take it,
It doesn't
but I
fit for
didn't.
Cinder. But someone needs. You need to just get like some scrolls.
Oh, let's go.
I didn't take it for Cinder because she's already pretty sneaky and she's usually alone. So.
Yeah. Okay. You head through the streets, trying harder to be stealthier. You know, Vincent's really working hard on it. Peep and Snow, unfortunately, are just not built for that. Ever. Even despite Peep's small size, you know, doesn't really help somehow. But you can head towards this temple-like area. Like I said, a lot of the magma channels seem to lead that way. Often going through buildings, you pass many more streets with these archways. Pretty much every section of street has these archways in it, unless it's too small to fit them. And you can head towards this temple area where there is a magma channel leading inside with a roofed street in front of it, and a kind of big plaza to the side, and a quite smaller street on the other side entering it, which probably would be the easier way to enter if you wanted to be entering carefully. Even from afar, you can hear sound from within, not just the bubbling, churning of magma, seemingly going through pipes in some points, but also the sound of at least one voice, relatively booming, in a language I don't think any of you understand. Same language that the pyrosaurs were speaking before, the little fire lizards, in that they just kind of hissed at you.
And he said, so like there's like a roofed, there's like a roof over this whole section.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And then there's
But,
the
like,
temple
there's still,
area,
like-
which is much bigger. But yeah.
Okay.
Cinder, do you want to try to get in there and take a look first?
Sure.
Yeah, maybe get some height over it.
I can do that. I can jump really high. Is there do we still have bless or no?
No.
Or is that gone?
That
It
would
goes
be
after a
gone by
minute.
now. Yeah.
Okay. She'll, I guess, a second stealth check to sneak in.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I want to do that. And then I guess a perception check. But she's gonna try and, when she gets inside, she's gonna try and see if there's somewhere that, because I can jump up 15 feet in like a dead jump. So
Yeah.
if there's somewhere that I can jump up that's like 15 feet up
Mm-hmm.
or so.
The entranceway to this building, there's no door, just a big entrance, has the magma channel running through the middle of it, and only a relatively small, for a giant's 10 feet walkway either side. You can creep in through one, being so close to the magma. You get around the corner and are faced with one of these pyrosaurs, who is guarding the door, and just kind of stares.
A what?
One of these little fire lizards. They're called pyrosaurs. That's what Cinder Bottom called them. The little fire lizardy gecko-y guys that have been spitting fire at you guys. You round a corner and you see one right there that is just staring at you. There are 6 others in the room that haven't immediately noticed you. This does have a really tall ceiling. And I would say it's textured, you know, there's kind of like inset areas and panels and things. You could leap up and maybe try to be like in one of these wall sections if you wanted. There's also pipes and things that kind of crisscross around. Also, just immediate thing on your perception check, it is really dry in here. It does not have the humidity of the rest of the
Got it. Lizard people. She's gonna tell Squeaks quickly to go tell the others that, hey, there's shit's going on, and then she's gonna jump up.
Okay. So what's your standing high jump height?
It is here. And it is number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, which is 3.
That's how many times you can do it? How high? You
Uh,
can jump 5 times your proficiency bonus. You can jump
15.
what, 15 right now. That's good. That's pretty much where I thought the area would be. Give me an acrobatics check because you have to jump on a pretty small ledge to find a place to land.
God, the skunk smell. Continue.
I was momentarily distracted by Zach trying the hardest to get the dog to be on camera. And it was like, no, I'm not going to sit on that really convenient camera spot. No, why would we do that?
No, it's just a UPS man.
She was slipping off my lap. She wants to be over here by me, but she's slipping off my lap.
I have that all the time. My cat is so, like, just wiggly, and will just sit there and just slowly slide. Like a magma fall. Speaking of, actually, this probably is a really good time for another little break before we get into another fight, because Cinder alerted the lizards.
Yeah.
She didn't
makes
mean
sense.
to.
No, I mean, you just rolled really crappy, and only one of them rolled well enough to see you with an 8. Let's be clear here. So,
Yeah.
jumping up it means you're not immediately going to be attacked by everyone. But yeah, let's take a real quick break, because that's a really nice little time. This won't be very long, and we're back in a sec.
This won't be a failure.
Woo! I'm sure you'll live. Anyway, let's start prepping the next campaign, shall we?
Unrelated.
Backups, anyone?
Okay.
Okay.
Feel free to roll initiative
Uh-huh.
whenever the passion strikes. I need to find one of my books. On my books. I've not
gonna
rolled a good
play-
initiative check in months, by the way. It's not happened in the longest time.
I'm putting 15 in the red circle to show that I'm 15 up.
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
that is the system we've used for a little while. It do help. Well, it's gonna be 6 and 6. So you guys are.
I feel like it's that
doing it.
awkward moment of like Cinder and this lizard are just looking at each other for a second, like awkwardly.
Yeah. So you guys don't. You saw Cinder sneak in, and then, nothing. No sound has happened yet because Cinder's leapt up and is like up against the wall, 50 feet up, and this lizard on the ground is like, what happened? He hasn't quite processed it yet. But the little wisp squeak will probably fly out, and, wiggle at you in alarm. The rest of the party.
I think it wants us to follow it. And I'm gonna follow it.
Yeah.
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 50, 55, 60. That's as far as I can get. That's my turn.
Okay, Cinder, you are 15 feet up. You are kind of up against this like kind of panel in the wall. This is some kind of temple almost. It has these big vats of magma as well that are kind of being pumped and drained and going into devices and channels and stuff you don't understand, but there is more artistry that you can kind of actually be up in the, up against the panels of the walls. You are right now 50 feet up there. Right now the guy hasn't raised the alarm to the rest of them. The others haven't noticed. There is one of these pyrosaur lizards that is wearing a big cloak and is, proselytizing.
That one looked like he's about to tell us that men are miserable piles of secrets.
Yes, but in a really high-pitched, funny voice because he's small.
So it's Yzma as a cat. Got it. So Cinder's gonna cast protection from evil and good on herself.
Okay.
And I don't think I can take my extra attack since that
That is
wasn't
an
an
action.
attack.
Yeah. No, you can't.
So I'm done.
Okay. Peep.
Pete is gonna move up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm assuming, is that lava going through the floor actually, or is it thingy?
It's a lava channel. If you walk forward, you're going to be taking a bunch of damage. Not the
Okay,
full
yeah, no, I'm just
lava
gonna avoid
damage,
that.
but you probably don't want to walk in. Especially
Yeah,
you are
that's
smaller.
not-
You're not like the bull. You could fall in and just...
Gone.
just little bubbles.
Plop.
Gone. Yeah. It
Yeah,
is.
that'll be my
It
turn.
is very heated beside it, of course, because it is a magma channel. Not to the point you're going to be taking damage, but yeah, you don't want to walk into it, and your body does know that.
It's probably a little comfy, to be honest, being a kobold.
No. You have
Okay.
no relation to fire other than you've made a pact with the Antichrist to spit fire. Kobolds have nothing to do with fire.
Okay, fair.
Peep needs to become a rapper because they can spit fire.
Yeah! Bard multi-class.
Let's go.
At this point, there is, and you guys who are near the door can hear this, the lizard will the fins will unfurl and they'll start pointing up and be like, and the rest will start like kind of fumbling with their equipment that's nearby and armor and shields and stuff like that, and will get equipped, which actually does require an action for a lot of them because they do have their little butler shields. And they will start scattering and preparing, basically. The one in the cloak is going to throw out its arm and there's a little wand at the end of its claws. And, Cinder's just there, so it's gonna shoot Cinder. Wand.
If it's an aberration or an elemental or a fiend or whatever, it's got disadvantage.
No, it's a little lizard dude.
Well, yeah. I was gonna say, I don't think
it's not any of them.
Actually gonna be affected. By
it's not any of them.
Hey, she's just being paranoid.
No, it's a great idea, and it would have been great if it worked against them, but they're just little guys.
She wasn't sure if they're elementals or not.
Yeah. I always respect protection of evil and good. It's a good play, or an evil play. Okay. It's gonna shoot Scorching Ray, which is 3 rays. What's your AC?
I don't know. Hold on. I haven't learned her AC yet. 14. New character.
No, I know. That's why I asked. It's just the way you said learned. I don't know. It's funny. It's gonna hit 2 of the rays. So the first one goes a bit wide. Maybe you're like, and then kind of almost sounds like cracks of thunder, but they are beams of fire.
How crispy am I?
Well, it's going to be 4d6 levels of crispiness. One of those dice yeeted itself.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
That is 13 fire damage. To
okay.
Cinder. Yeah, that's not bad. Walk it off. Also, he is high up. That is a raised kind of like brass area where the magma is kind of getting slopped in, but also he's standing on top of it as a podium. Snow.
Yeah, Snow is going to dash in to see what's going on. So I'm not going to rage yet, so I only have 8 movements. So 8 tiles. So 1, 2, 3.
Do you still have another rage? You've raged a lot.
I actually have 2 more. Because I have 4 a day.
What?
Yeah, because you start with 2 and at levels, and then you get 3.
Yeah,
and now
I believe it.
Yeah.
It's just.
So I'm actually. So I'm not going to burn one now though. So that's 8 tiles. Then I'm going to dash and go another 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Literally just got to run into the room, be like, "What's going on?" and then see
them like pointing up at Cinder, and there's a couple who are readying these big, like chunky metal crossbows to point, but you're actually regular size. They're just kind of small, pointing them up at Cinder.
Okay. And he'll pull out the battle axe. Other than that, and just be ready.
The rabbit fur. That's the 3rd one.
Yeah, that was 3.
Someone call a priest.
Vincent.
Yeah.
First. I am going to move myself 5, 10, 15, 20. Can I sort of slide under Snow?
Yeah, if Snow's willing. And Cinder's up in the sky, so you could be in the same space.
30. I'm going to dash to 35, 40. Is this like a pew, a bench or something?
Yeah,
here?
these are they're more benches. They're not like pews with a back to them. There's a slight bit, I guess. But these guys have tails, so
I'll just get there and jump up on the bench and just kind of bare my shield and look around.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
The one you rushed by will quickly take an opportunity attack at you. It wasn't expecting that. It's like looking at Cinder. It readies its like chunky scimitar, and then Snow barrels by, and it's like wow, and then a human slides under his legs, and it doesn't even know what a human is. It crits! Clotheslines you as you're running by. So that's going to be 10 slashing damage to you, Vincent, as you go by.
This is going nicely.
Yeah, you handled the giant end boss Gorgon effortlessly, but here's the party wipe against a bunch of little Florida lizards.
We'll be fine.
Yeah.
So
Florida
they're
lizards led by fucking
alligators.
Tom Cruise lizard priest.
They're Florida gators, dude. Oh,
It's
shit.
Velocipaster! It's the Velocipaster!
Should
It
we
is
pull our
Velocipaster.
Should we pull our
Whoa.
punches?
You can do offline. You can do unarmed attacks with everything but spells. Not unarmed attacks. Non-lethal attacks. So with any like martial attack, you can aim to not kill. But with
Yeah.
spells, unless you take a feat, I say they're usually lethal. Depends on the character really, but you know, hard to control. Cinder. You 50 feet up.
That one.
Mm-hmm. He is like
This
10
one
feet
seem-
up, I guess. So, but yeah, he's still in range on him.
So that would be still. That would still be 40 feet though, right?
Yeah, enough. It's not.
so
It's
this-
not different enough to matter.
Snow and Vincent seem to have this one handled.
You don't know that yet.
I'm
We'll
well.
see.
She's more concerned about the one that just tried to make roast rabbit. So
Mm-mm-mm.
she's gonna. I'm gonna drop protection from evil because I want to use Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
On
are you doing
that
it on the priest.
On lizard priest Tom Cruise. And
There's a pun there. There has to be a pun there. There has to be a pun there. Really get
I
on
know
it.
there is, but I don't know what it is. I just Velocipaster Tom Cruise. She's gonna shoot him twice.
Yep.
Tom Cruise Alophosaurus?
Second one is a miss. First one's a hit. The second one, the arrow kind of slinks by it and into some of the mechanisms, and there is a large amount of steam and spluttering magma that starts to come out of it and starts hissing like a kettle.
Oh.
13
13.
damage.
Okay. That's pretty... He takes the hit. He kind of backs up and all his fins unfurl and there's some kind of like metal rings and emblazoning on his fins and stuff, and he will definitely retaliate when he gets the chance.
That's
If he
okay.
Gets the chance.
Can I? Is it? How deep is this alcove that I'm in?
It's like 5 inches.
Oh,
That's why you had to do the acrobatics check to hide up in there.
okay.
It's like, you know, when you have like a wall panel where it's kind of like one-sided, you know? So slightly hollow.
I feel like I'm in a really bad place.
I mean, we are in Florida.
We are. He doesn't like being in the mortal plane right now. 15 feet. 15 feet jumpy jump.
Yeah, if you do an acrobatics check to land on the ground, you'll be fine. 50 feet is high enough to potentially take full damage and fall on your ass, though.
Okay. I'm gonna 1, 2. There. I'm gonna make the roll.
Okay. Trying to land on one
Acrobatics
of the
check
pews.
or a
Yep,
dex save?
acrobatics check.
Tried.
Yeah, you're fine.
So hard. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna land there, and then I got another 15 feet.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3.
So Cinder does the jump over Vincent.
She's just boing.
Oh yeah, I guess it's not. You're just a rabbit. It's just like a wet. Okay, Peep.
Alright, let's go in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can end my turn in thingy, so I'll have to stop there.
Yeah, it's not very polite to end your turn inside someone.
Yeah, it's not. I
Largely
will
frowned
then. I will then, this boy off to the right, I will hit with 2 Eldritch Blasts, which probably won't do much because this is fire and they're made of fire, but damage is damage.
It's a hit. Aside from kind of wincing just because it's struck by something, he doesn't seem bothered by it at all. He didn't even raise his shield.
Fire doesn't do much against fire. And that's Peep's turn.
Okay. There is some very deliberate hissing from the priest up there, from Velocipasta, and it will. The others will rush in. This one with its sword will go up to Snow, and it does just kind of into the magma, swimming quite happily inside. Unfortunately, it's going to roll like shit and doesn't even scratch Snow.
Yeah.
This guy is going to shoot a crossbow at Cinder. And miss. I'm changing dice.
It's going to dice jail.
They're going back into Gen Pop, but
Yeah.
this one here that's like close to Cinder was going to shoot and is still going to shoot, but is like, oh no. Cinder's getting closer. And Cinder's AC is 14, and it gets a +3, which does not end up equaling a 14. So that's a miss as a crossbow bolt. This one is going to go. Ooh, perfect. 6 steps. And it's going to miss. That dice is going into Gen Pop. And
She's being protected by her boss.
Yeah, sure.
Or boss's girlfriend.
And the priest is going to. Are they? I mean, yeah, they're gonna go all out. Of course they are. Why wouldn't they?
Oh no.
Oh no.
I need to find an asset.
Makes me worry.
What?
I need to find an asset. 1 second.
That's not
What
good.
what did Quill say?
I said that's not good.
Just screenshotted this and sent it to my friend, and I said, I'm in danger.
Send dudes.
This is a send dudes moment. This is a maximum send dudes moment. So he's 10 feet up, so he only has like a 15-foot range. He is probably most worried about the big frost giant looking motherfucker. At this point, Snow really does look like a teenage frost giant. So they are going to weave magic, and they have the wand kind of in the broad part of their palm, and some sigils are going to appear in the air in Draconic, but it doesn't actually seem to mean anything, but it's Draconic script. And you feel from the very dryness of the air a couple of sparks right beside you, Snow, and then a ball of flame out of nowhere. And he will then immediately try to ram it into you.
Okay.
So please give me a dexterity saving throw, Snow. You of course have advantage because you're bullshit.
Yeah.
You also get +2 from me for my.
And +2 from Aura. Yeah, this is this guy being like, this is a really strategized place for the flaming sphere, whereas you guys are like, ain't gonna touch me.
Right. So, well, it's still a bad save, but I do have advantage and +2, so it'll be a 12. I don't think that's gonna be a succeed, even with all the help.
12 is just a failure. But it's a failure. I'll tell you, it's a failure by 1. So
okay.
And you're gonna take 9 fire damage as it
it
spawns. It just kind of whips around in a slightly drunken circle, a bit like the wisp.
Okay.
And at that point as well, the lizard priest is going to get down and duck behind this thing, and is actually, because it's 10 feet high, makes him pretty much invisible from all sight. It's full cover. Because priests know when to hide. Snow.
I still have Hunter's Mark on it, though.
Snow.
Yeah, you know where it is, yeah.
Snow like looks at Peep and at Vince is like, take care of these ones. I'm going for that one. And he's going to rage and he's just going to run towards it. So, with his rage, he has 55 feet of movement. So that's 11.
Yep. There will be some
tiles,
opportunity attacks at you.
Yep. So he's
And
gonna
you
go
will run through the fireball.
Oh fuck, you're right. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take it. I'll be fine. I'm sure. So that's 1,
Famous
2,
last word.
3, 4, and then we can resolve all that because that pops all of those attacks.
I don't think actually it does anything if you run through the fireball. It's just if you end your turn there, so you're good. Or if he charges
okay.
it.
I'll use my reaction to impose disadvantage as he's moving by. I'm gonna protect him with my shield.
Yeah, and that does make the strike from the one in front of Vincent go from a hit to a miss. So you can keep on charging, just barreling over the pews because it's just stride for you because you're so tall.
Yeah. So that's 4, and then you go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then kind of like use. Let's see. Like if I'm here, I'm still not in the 10. Like I don't know. It's like
close. You can squeeze, and squeezing is half speed. You would have to
Okay.
sidle through between all the machinations and machine.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'll probably need to dash to actually get within range of it.
Mhm.
So because that would take me all the way here. So all right. So then I'll dash, and so it's just going to use the rest of his movement to basically vault over this altar or whatever it is,
Yeah. Okay.
and kind of like just like hop over it and get in position next to it. And again, he already has the battle axe out. That's all he can do. But he moves up to here, and he's like. He just points the battle axe at the priest.
The priest who's kind of muttering and chanting and kind of holding onto the wand and some iron rings on its hands, just kind of backs up against the pew. There's a little kind of shimmery shine over its skin. Vincent.
I am going to move here, and I'm going to bring the flat of my blade down on this creature and just try to smack it with a non-lethal smack.
Dong.
Yeah,
this guy's not been injured yet, so it's gonna probably take a bit. Unless you get like a crit and instantly knock it out.
like that.
Like that. Yeah. You donk him. You donk him and he passes out. I won't use the X, but he
Vincent just walks over and goes, "Hey, stop it! Whack!"
sees stars and plumps to the ground. That's good.
Shouldn't die.
Yeah.
And then he's just going to turn and just try to look as impressive as he can to the rest of them and kind of aim the blade around the room with the rest of his action.
They are scared. They are little scaredy cat little guys.
It's my turn.
Cinder.
The door's just like, oh, the air pressure's changing. It's about to storm. Cinder's got her swords. I'm gonna attack this one. I've got 3 attacks if I use the sword. I think, because I have two-handed fighting, so I can have my bonus action attack.
Yeah.
So, she's gonna 1.
Yep.
2.
Nope.
3. No.
Nope. Well, you do hit it in a flurry of feathery strikes. Unfortunately, some were a bit too feathery for their own good. All right, Peep.
Pete is gonna move here and then take 2 swings at this boy. Swing and swing.
Yeah, it's like swimming in the lava. They're much happier in the lava. It's very mobile, and you just get in the right position and go, and it's like, It floats down the magma channel for a few feet on its side. Belly up.
I guess let's see, I only move one, so I can then move. Is it just that one square that's got the thingy in it, the fireball?
Barrel's in a very intense wave of heat pulsing off the fireball for around 5 feet around it in every direction.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna.
Oh,
push past
speaking
it.
of, Vincent, you need to give me a dexterity saving throw from the end of your turn.
Okay.
Okay, I'll dash past it and just make it to the other side. And then. Oh, she's done that before. Nah, I'll be fine. I'll leave it. Cool, that'll be on my turn.
Yeah, you take half damage. That's a really good save. So you would take.
With
You take
evasion
no damage
because of the shield.
because of the shield. You're just holding the shield in front of the fire, which I mean, yeah,
It is a
works.
silver
It's a-
dragon
yeah.
scale.
It's a silver dragon scale. It works. So the lizard Vincent's fighting is asleep. Involuntary asleep. The one in front of Cinder will I think seeing Cinder do the like flurry of blows, it's like I'm not engaging you in a sword fight. It's just gonna like all its fins are gonna go and it's gonna start spittling fire at you. So give me a dexterity save, Cinder.
Oh, I have something for this.
Is it called rolling good? Yo,
Ooh.
that is a good one.
That's nice.
If I fail, which I need to do.
you do fail. Yeah, you do. That's all you needed. So you succeed.
She just yelled out, "Take the Wayfinder!"
You are still going to take half damage. You're going to take 2 fire damage.
Her poor fur.
Yeah, this is
It's
not a
so
good
sad.
adventure for a rabbit.
Yeah.
This guy is going to shoot a crossbow bolt at Cinder. It's going to miss, so can't roll above a 5. So the crossbow bolt at Cinder missed because I can't roll very well. This one is going to duck around. Actually, it can shoot at Snow pretty much because just how tall Snow is, pretty much. It's going to duck around and shoot at Snow anyway. Wind is going to hit.
Okay.
And it's going to be 9 piercing damage, as you were just
Okay.
hit by a crossbow bolt to the meat. And it's going to duck behind again.
Luckily, I'm raging.
It's going to duck
shit.
around. And the priest is going to see you getting up close. He's going to fumble in his equipment. He's going to take out a small, like, ocarina type thing. And he's going to blow into it. And you don't see any... You don't hear any noise. You don't see any noise. But you do see there's little kind of panels on the thing that go like... It's also going to whip around its fireball at Vincent. So Vincent, can you give me another dexterity save? And I think we'll move it. Nothing. Nothing happens even a little bit. And I think after that he will move it there. Maybe there. And yeah, he's not gonna run away and provoke an attack of opportunity. It's your turn, Snow.
Yeah, Snow is just gonna start smacking this thing. Yeah, he is going to just use the battle axe and just start swinging at. He is gonna be trying to subdue it. Like, oh, I think you cut out for a second.
You cut out. actually. I think you're fine.
Yeah.
I'm the one running the show here. You cut out. No,
So
what do you want to do?
I want to try to subdue it. I mean, it hasn't been hit yet, so it'll probably take a while. But just letting you know, all these
It's
hits
been
are going to
arrowed.
be to subdue.
It's been arrow.
Okay, oh, I guess that's true. Yeah,
The arrow is still
So,
in it, actually.
I am going to reckless attack as well.
You're gonna subdue it recklessly.
Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah, maybe a bit.
Try.
Oh wait. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, you yeah.
That-
You
it
have
should be
advantage to recklessly.
two-handed though.
That's fine. Reroll the damage.
Yeah, so it would just be okay. So I'm just gonna roll it all as one. So it'll be 2d10 plus 5 plus 2 from range. So 2d10 plus 7. It ended up being worse. There you go.
much.
That's the damage.
He do survive the hit.
Okay.
He do keep up concentration on the spell.
Okay. And then the second attack, as I still reckless, am just gonna swing and let me change the damage type this time in case I do hit. And yeah.
You hit. You knock it out. You hit the thing in like the side of the head or neck, and it just tumbles like 10, 15 feet against the thing, and it goes clonk, and all its like filigree like rolls off all over the place.
Yeah. I like to think that so just like holds it up, is like, got it.
Of course, the fireball. Fizzles.
I guess he would also then move to get closer to the other ones, like 5, 10, 15, 20, since it's like rough to move there.
You gotta
20.
squeeze your gut in. Get between people.
20, 25, 30 to get to there. I guess double there as well, or like triple, I guess, because it's also sideways. Either way, he has enough definitely to get up to here. And yeah, that's where he ends.
Vincent, you knocked out
Okay,
the
I'm gonna
one.
move 10, 15 here. And I'm gonna make a strike at this one here.
Get your advantage. Yeah, it's a hit.
Again, I'm trying to knock them out. I'm not trying to kill them.
That is a miss. He just manages to block, but he's struggling. He's struggling, the little guy.
Yeah. So he just walks up, just swings the blade at him twice, just trying to whack him until he goes unconscious.
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Cinder.
Why are we not killing them?
We're trying to stop a war. It's not going to do well to kill them in the process of doing that.
We don't know that they're involved in. Okay, she's gonna try. Oh, there goes my voice. She's gonna try and listen to the strange human for just a moment, but the second this thing tries to hurt her again, she's killing it.
Hey, you've learned from mortals that mortals fear death a whole lot. You know, it's understandable, their opinion.
Yeah. She's gonna one. Oh wait, I have advantage. One.
Yes, it.
Does that knock it out?
Nope.
She's just like, God.
That's a hit.
Does that knock it out?
That knocks it out. The poor little like lizard slink is like being knocked around and then eventually like thumps and gets confused.
A smattering of blades just thrashing it.
So
Maybe we should have just killed it. It might have been easier on it.
She's got one more attack.
This is what happens when Vincent tries to do good things.
If I go diagonal, it's half movement, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. I can't hit it with my bonus action attack. I'm gonna move my hunter's mark to that one. I think that's a bonus action to move it, isn't it?
It's automatic because the target you killed, you had it on died, or got knocked out. Wow.
Oh well, then yeah, I'll move it to that one.
Okay. Peep.
Yeah.
Peep will. Well, the only thing is, I'd have to go across the
You'll
lava.
have
and
to
that
jump
would
across
hurt.
the lava, or run
Okay.
through it, which is probably not a good idea.
Let's. Okay, let's try jumping it.
Oh
Mhm.
no.
You gonna take a run up?
Yeah. So what is it? Is it just like a?
It's a
is it
10
just
foot
like a
run up.
5 foot 10.
Has to be
okay, so
10
I
foot
need
in
to-
D&D. And then you can run. You can
Okay.
jump a distance. Let's look it up. Here it is. Put that on
Such a weird-
the bingo
I think-
card.
I think you can jump like equal to your strength.
I think it's equal to your
score.
strength score as a long jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, equal to your strength score, which is
14. So I-
yeah. So you could jump that if you have a 10-foot run
Okay.
up without having a roll. You can just do that.
Okay. So is it just like? Do I need to be
You,
here?
you need to make a 10-foot
there.
run up.
Okay, so there. So I can move.
And then you
one,
jump.
2, 3. Okay, yeah. So then, and then, and then that's like, including the run up. That's all my movement.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Yeah. So after that little leap of probably just like, please, Micro, don't let me try. I'm trying to say die and drown at the same time. So I said, don't let me dry.
Well, you don't want to. You don't want to dry. You don't want to dry out. It's very important not to dry
Yeah,
out.
I mean, that's some rapid drying action right there.
Try.
That's like a deep fry right there.
Yeah.
That's good. So I guess I'll just Eldritch Blast the one in front of me twice in the face.
Mm-hmm. Both amazing hits. Literally nothing happens.
Yeah.
Other than now
Okay,
they are pissed.
Well, it happens. Happens to the best of us.
Unfortunately, you rolled shit twice in a row, and so nothing's going to happen over there. This one up here is going to drop the crossbow and pull out their weapon and
We'll
attack
have
at Snow.
advantage
Ooh, baby!
because I reckless.
That is going to make them actually finally hit for once, and they're going to
Okay.
roll max damage, and they're going to do 7 damage, and then he's going to attack
Okay.
him with his second attack.
Is it fire damage?
No, it is slashing damage.
Okay, that's good at least.
The second attack is also going to hit for 6.
Okay, sounds
This is
good.
The one who can do their job. This one is backing up and funneling the reload of the crossbow and kind of clicks it into place and is going to shoot at Cinder once. And is going to hit for 3 piercing. And is then going to throw the crossbow down and get out their weapon and then also run away at the same time. Because they can. They can do it all.
Tactical retreat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was just gonna start trying to bash this one that's next to him. He's still gonna reckless.
Still non-lethal.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
It's good damage. It's not knocked out yet.
okay.
Not-
And the second one will be at the same one. Still non-lethal.
That's it. That's the perfect amount of damage you need for a knockout. It's like you hit it once, and it's like, and you hit it again, and it just goes to sleep.
Yeah. And then he will kind of like run over behind this one.
Okay.
And that's all he does.
Vincent, one's running.
15, 20, right here.
Mhm.
Is that an entryway into another room or is that a wall?
It is an entryway, it looks like.
Okay. I'm going to take a strike at this one here and try to bash him against the wall there.
Mm-hmm. It's a hit.
And
He's
then
still
I
up.
will do it again.
And he's still up. He's still striving and thriving.
And then I'll sort of use my bonus action and I'm going to use my shield and shove him back 5 feet this way. I'm going to try to shove him back this way. to here.
Okay. So that's the contested athletics, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, he gets a 12. So he's like, you hit him twice, he's like, and stumbles and flat-footed with
And
its
I'll use my last 5 foot of movement
to
to
slot in where he was.
where he
Yeah. Okay. Some tactical plays. Cinder.
Just gonna hippity hop right over and ruin someone's day.
Ruined a lot of people's day in Florida.
I want that on a shirt. Like that needs to be on a shirt with a picture of your character. I want that. Hippity hop over and ruin someone's day.
That's a miss. God, please don't fumble the rolls now that you've said the cool line. There's a hit. And that's gonna knock him out. There's only one of these guys awake in the room, and it's between Peep and Snow.
I was gonna say this trap between Peep and Snow. Good luck, buddy.
Don't worry. I've got stuck in my head now is that thingy, that Ray William Johnson clip of like, you little lesbian with the baseball bat walking up to the camera. Yeah, Peep's just gonna take the flat of the axe and just dunk like it's TF2 and just bonk this thing over the head. Non-lethal.
I don't think there's many non-lethal attacks in TF2. That's a miss.
Oh no.
That's a hit, but it's not a kill. He still lives.
Oh.
And you better believe he's gonna disengage and start running. You better believe he's gonna start waddling. He's actually gonna disengage, like... Yeah, and then he's gonna waddle into the stream and start wiggling as he's going. Snow.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go. Can I like try to use my first attack to just like grab it out of the
You can attempt to
lava?
grapple, yeah. I mean, bear in
Yeah.
mind, if you roll a 1 right now, you are frying your arm. That's gonna be crispy.
That's true. Yeah, I'll try to grab it. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Go for it. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, it'll just be normal, and I'm gonna try to grapple it with athletics.
It's gonna try to dodge with dexterity. It has advantage when it's in magma
That was
because they're
really
little
bad.
lava dudes. And yeah, it's like you try to grab it and it's like moving way faster than it did on land because they are made to swim in magma and it just starts ducking and weaving for its life. You're like, because of course if you grab at the wrong time, you are just gonna be grabbing it.
I'm gonna try to do I'm gonna do the same thing again.
Yeah?
With my second attack. Come on.
Okay, this all depends on what its dex modifier is. It gets a 20, you get a 22. You just grab it and can hold it out as it starts wiggling.
Yeah, and it like still yells at it. He's like, stop.
And it starts...
But it doesn't understand, I'm assuming. Yeah, and he like so then look at like Peep and the others and be like, what do I do with this?
Yeah. What do you guys want to do? We'll do this one out of attack order. You're holding it, probably by the tail.
Oh no, don't hold it by the tail!
Just punch it till it goes to sleep.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
He can't do it, so he's gonna just hold it for you guys to do that.
Yeah.
Although I guess I'm holding over the lava still.
Vincent will just walk over with his shield and just kind of crack it upside the head.
Yeah,
Wait, you guys-
it goes
you
to
guys-
sleep.
This time I'm definitely hearing the fucking frying pan.
That is a frying pan noise, yeah.
Cinder just kind of hops over. So, I know you guys don't want to kill them because we're, you guys, I don't know. I don't give two flying rabbit shits about a war right now because my job's something else. But, so I'm just gonna be nice and not kill them because that's what you guys want to do. But what's your plan? Because you can't tie them up with rope because it'll just melt off or burn off. So how do you plan on, interrogating the lizards?
I don't
When
know
they
if these
wake
things even
up.
speak. I was just making sure that we didn't shed any unnecessary blood as to not overly offend anyone who may already be offended in the first place.
What's the plan now?
How big are they?
They are about the same size as... They're just about smaller than Cinder.
Oh.
Cinder is on the line between small and medium. and they are just below it. They are like
Okay.
gnome size.
Well, first
They're
of
like
all-
3 to 4 foot each, but then sometimes
Oh.
they're taller than built.
That thing controlled a ball of fire. The rest of them didn't seem to do that.
Yeah, I say we just take that one with us, and
We
the
can
rest.
fit him in the bag.
And take
Well,
all of his accoutrement.
I was thinking not the bag and more that, and emotion and Snow in motion to Lord Cinderbottom's pot.
All of his stuff. I should say.
I say we leave all of them except for the leader, and we put him in there with Lord Cinderbottom, assuming that Lord Cinderbottom is okay with that.
You know he's not going to be okay with that.
He will he set my bag on fire if I put Lord Cinder that thing in there? I mean, he's not gonna go in there with squeaks. It might be bad, but Lord Cinderbottom, that do you want to go in my bag? Can you go in there and not destroy my bag?
I am arcanely bound to this pot. Little rabbit.
Oh.
I'm not in here by choice. If I could do anything else, I would. I cannot. I am in here forever.
Fire lizard. Can we put this fire lizard into your pot? It'll just be temporary. You'll just have a roommate temporarily.
I mean, I'm not okay with that. I mean, what am I meant to do with that? You know, I'm gonna be all mushed up against the side, and what if it snores?
Just grab a hold of him and hold him. You can be the big spoon.
Yeah.
Wait. If you're, can we unbind you? If we unbind you, do you die?
No, if you unbind me, I'm free. I get to, like, do what I want. I mean, I won't be home, but I'll be free, and that's pretty good.
Do you guys need the enslaved piece of talking fire?
No.
I'm coming
I
with them. I'm a valued member of the team now.
Well, Cinderbottom, do you speak their language? You've been around them.
Yeah.
That's
Could you translate for us?
Oh, geez. I mean, that's not really in my, workflow. I'm a chef.
What if we give you something really nice to cook up?
But you could be so much more if you put your mind to it.
I have some food from the Fae place. Do you want that?
What?
Yeah.
That could just be one of your many excellent qualities. It doesn't have to define you.
Okay, you can give me a persuasion roll.
Are you trying
Vincent.
to get him to change his life?
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't
Trust me.
like it.
I am, by all accounts, shouldn't be out here doing what I'm doing now, but I am defying the odds every day.
Can Cinder wake up the lizard when we wake him up?
Lizards are a long ways for waking up right now. It's 1d4
Oh, okay.
hours to wake up from being knocked out, and it'd be like 5 minutes.
Why don't? Yeah,
So it's a good idea you're trying to think of a place to put them now before they wake up.
yeah, Lord Cinderbottom. if we give you something nice to cook, can we just store the leader in there with you for a while?
Yeah, okay, but it's got to be really nice. It's got to be something really good. I haven't really stretched my chef muscles for a long time. These guys don't need anything interesting.
We'll
Gotta be good.
find something. We can't promise that it'll come right away, but
No. I want it before I have to share my sleeping quarters with this thing.
She's gonna I guess Cinder will rummage around in her bag and see if she's got anything interesting in there.
Probably not. This is the wisp.
No!
What
She
if-
like shoves squeaks down in her shirt. No.
What about a
Look, I guarantee that nothing that you're keeping in your stinky pockets is gonna be good enough. But if you find something out here that's good enough, sure, I'll let you keep him in there. I'll sing him to sleep. It'll be great. We'll be friends. I'll translate as well. But you better find
What
something
about-
good before this guy wakes up. Otherwise, he's gonna swim away.
What about the horn of a metal bull?
That's a horn. You don't eat horns. Even I know that. I'm made of fire. I don't eat, and I know that.
What if
there was still some meat of the bull left, then yeah, sure. What did you do with it?
What if you ground it up and put it in like some stock?
That's how you make like an aphrodisiac. I'm not making those.
We'll find something. Let's just put him in there, and then we'll find something before he wakes up.
Is there anything in this room, or is there any jars or anything like large object?
Second question, follow-up question. This magma flow, is it like flowing to like a central location? Is it going like out of this building? Is it just kind of stationary?
It's flowing.
Like hypothetically, if we threw them into the river of flame, would they just kind of float downstream and go away?
They do float downstream because the one that people didn't knock out killed, has floated and is now stuck into the pew. It flows into the pew and then into all these like the open areas here. It's all kind of churning in and out in kind of like figure of eights and stuff. It's doing something, and it seems to have trouble doing it because Cinder also shot it.
And they don't seem to have any issue with the fire, correct? Not based off.
Yeah,
of
no,
what
they
people's
are. They are fine. They swim through it.
Vincent's gonna walk over and just kind of boot one into the flame.
Starts floating.
I think we figured out our answer.
This is such a dark episode. We didn't kill him, but this is still pretty dark.
They're fine.
No, that doesn't hurt them. It's like
that you guys once freed a bunch of elemental spirits that were trapped in a very similar machine, and now you're gonna basically put them in. It is a good solution to the problem. They'll be stuck in
Cinder
there.
wasn't there. She doesn't know this.
Yeah, I just think that's funny now that I think about it. Yeah, do you want to put them all other than probably the lead one?
Yeah, the lead.
Yeah.
The other
Yeah.
like 6 or
they'll
so.
be fine. And before we leave, we'll let them know where they are, and they can retrieve them and all that. It'll be fine. This is fine. Just
all right.
Go to sleep in a nice, cushy magma bed.
Sleep now. Only dreams.
The rest of you can. The rest of the questions can be answered next week.
Burn bright little fire lizard.
That's good.
I was thinking it's like Willy Wonka and Augustus Gloop.
It's like Willy Wonka.
That's exactly where I got the idea.
Yeah,
that is
exactly what my brain was.
They're all stuck in separect pipes next to each other.
Go into the fun room.
They all wake up and look at each other like, oh.
Yeah,
like a bunch of different pipes.
There's a joke here somewhere about 6 lizards walking to a church. I don't know what the joke is.
Will you have a week to figure it out?
Yeah. Oh,
all right.
my.
That's the end of today's session. Before we go, I'm going to stop the threatening music. Before we
can't wait till Adelhard just like wakes back up and is like, what the fuck?
What do you guys do? And it's just the last fire lizard is getting slooped up into the
machine. This is awkward.
This is the plan.
We didn't kill them.
Most of them are alive for now. Okay. Before we go, let's talk about our other stuff we got going on, starting with the most peaceful member of the crew, Zach.
So a little bit of good news, unfortunate news. I am gonna have to postpone the release of that episode that I was trying to get out by tomorrow. We had some familial obligations I had to take care of this past week, which kind of set everything back for me. However, I did just find out today that I have been selected to direct As You Like It this summer. So I will be directing that henceforth, and I'm very excited. So that's awesome.
Nice. Awesome. Poetry.
Yeah, so I stream a variety of things. Also, so related to that, I've been streaming a lot of Peggle recently, doing speed runs of Peggle, because why not?
Have you come across the really intense Peggle community that exists in the corner of the internet?
Yeah, dude. No, the world record holder has been in my chat a few times. And
yo.
Yeah. Anyways, but I have a confession.
Oh no.
Lord Cinderbottom is the name of one of the characters in that game, and that's why I suggested it last
Nice.
week.
Which one is it?
It's the
I mean,
dragon.
we had Shrunk and everything else.
Yeah, so
I was gonna say,
there's-
I'm a hipster. I know Peggle 2 more than Peggle 1,
Yeah.
so I didn't pick up on that.
So I that's my confession, is that I acted like it was an original name, but no, it was totally stolen from Peggle. So anyway, and I also have a D&D game on Sundays that should be back on tomorrow at like 6 p.m. EST. So that's it for me.
Then AJ's not here, but AJ does art and Twitter and stuff, so follow AJ on Twitter. Then we have Quills, who you should also follow on Twitter. You know, if your mum isn't, watching what you like on
I
Twitter.
was thinking, my Twitter's been a dangerous place for you the past couple days.
Yep.
But yeah, no, follow me on Twitter. I've been posting a lot of shit posts. I even did one which, please go watch. YouTube ignored it, and I put a lot of work into it.
That's the way it goes.
I spent like 2.5 hours editing a video of Samuel Hayden being an NFT, like crypto bro. And then YouTube was like,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
no one really watched it. And then the one I posted about the fucking talking stick that took me
Yeah,
10
it has
minutes, got
10,000 more
views.
right now, and it's
Yeah, and it's been up for like a few hours compared to like more than a day. So yeah, please go watch that one. Other than that, it's just the usual. I've been shit posting some regular recording opportunities, so you'll see me in some stuff. One video I am in, if you've not seen it, is I'm trying to remember. It's like We Know the Devil by Silmatol. There's like a video essay on this visual novel. And I voice Venus in it, so go check it out. It's very cool. It's very dope.
neat. And Ori, we've got Skunk.
Hi. Yeah. My windows and doors are open because of the skunk. But yeah, I do the arts. I have commissions open. My list is completely free right now. Please hire me. But yeah, I might stream later tonight. I don't know yet. It's about to storm again for like the 5th time today. So yeah, I might stream some Witcher 3 later, surprising nobody at all.
Surprising
And-
no one in the world. It ain't broke, don't fix it.
Hey, listen, if poetry can be hyperfixated constantly on God Hand, I can be hyperfixated on
It's
The
true.
Witcher 3.
It's allowed.
I'm gonna just, hippity hop over and ruin Emperor Mirror's day. That's all I want to do.
It's only fair.
Yeah.
It is. It's only fair.
And there's me. This show is supported by Patreon. If you give $5 or more a month, you get access to basically all the extra content that's ever going to be on Patreon. There is a huge backlog of the Monday Patreon podcast shows. They are very lore focused because there's both Ian and Neil in that, and sometimes Zoe as well. So there's a lot of people asking, yeah, but how does it work? And I'm like, okay, let me get the book out. So there's a lot of that. They are in a Thieves campaign right now, where they might be about to try 2 heists at the same time. Like some real Ocean's 8, I think they do that in. Real Ocean's shit. And it's a lot of fun. Also, pretty much every other day at the moment, I am streaming Atlas Roleplay. I've been really enjoying it. I'm going to be doing it until the end of the season, probably, while I can. If you like just kind of hanging out while we do silly jokes, I am playing it with a whole bunch of really funny people. There's a lot of drama right now because the French Empire is on the brink of war with the English privateers, and some people have left the kingdom. The privateers, it's very drama. And I am trying to keep the kingdom running, even if the king fucks it up. It's pretty much my role. Dooms has a lot of jobs to do. So, that's all that. We're going to leave and see you next time. I'm going to play the intro again because I like it. And we'll see you
Because
later.
it's awesome.
Yeah.